Hello everybody. So I just posted a 10-minute video and it didn't get the audio, but I'm just going to come back on and I'm going to not spitball, because I'm just going to go off of what I had said already. Hi, good evening, good morning. Whenever you see these, know these messages have no time limit. And I just wanted to get on here and just talk about what I had posted previously in my other videos about that quantum leaping and that quantum jumping. And like, I know for some it could sound a little crazy, like what the hell are you talking about, which I understand. But it has nothing to do with as in like there's this portal that's going to come through and you're going to walk through, right? No. What's happening, and it's already in motion and it's been in motion, but at the same time it's like it's never too late to catch up to, like, getting to your highest self, into your highest version, the life that you want, but what it is this quantum leaping, this quantum jumping, it's literally unlearning everything and anything that you were taught since a little kid, since everything that's been embedded. Of course, like, some stuff keep with us and keep in us because, like, it's structure and whatever, but a lot of stuff that we have learned is not who we're meant to be. It's like, how can I explain it properly? So it's unlearning as in, like, so for me as a little kid, right, I was always kind of rejected, made fun of, and like rejected for a long time, right? Which I'm good now. I've healed through that and it's made me who I am, and I love who I am now, and I love me, so I don't care what anybody else thinks about me. So, but that took time to unlearn, right? To realize I'm not what these people said I was. I'm not, like, these are projections of, these are reflections of, like, these are projections of, this is a projection of someone's, like, inner reflection, right? So, like, I learned to, like, the Four Agreements. It's a great book. I highly recommend to read that book, but not to take anything personal, because a lot of times when people are projecting their inner crap onto somebody, because I was an easy target for a very, very long time, very, very long time, because I used to let things pass. I used to sweep things under the rug, think it was okay, and not let them know where they got me fucked up. Now I do. Now I am, like, of course it's about love and light and stuff like that. I am love and light, but being a healer, empathic, whatever it is that, like, I'm an alchemist, right? So I transmute energy, and I realize that, like, where I go, I'm able to transmute, I'm able to help people, whatever it is. But I've learned that there's people that leech off of that too, and I just, like, learned that within, like, the past couple years. Not everybody is meant to have your light. Not everybody is meant to have your gifts or to share your energy. And then once I started to lock that in and realize that I'm only going to share my energy with people who I feel are deserving of it, and the second they got me fucked up is when I'm going to pull my energy away. And that's anybody, family, friends, like, relationships. I don't like anything. And that's just self-respect, right? And that's respecting yourself and learning and then making these changes, right? And once I started to do that and I started to pour into myself and love myself, is when things started to change. And then I started to let go of control. I started to let go of micromanaging my life, because I realized that my higher power, to my understanding, to my belief, like, whatever your understanding is, that's yours, but is guiding me and protecting me. And once I let go of those reins is when things started to fall into place the way I needed it to fall into place. And then, so what I like to do, and I'm a very fixed sign, so I could be very stubborn at the same time. I've unlearned a lot of my stubbornness though, but I'm an Aquarius, I'm a Leo rising, and I'm a Scorpio moon. So we are a very fixed sign, so it is hard for us to change. So when I'm telling you, like, it's doable, like, I'm living proof that hot mess, and it's all right, because I've made it through, and it's like I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still elevating, I'm forever growing, because the second that I think that I know everything, I don't know shit, right? So then I have to, like, be open to change. And, like, I had to completely change pretty much my identity in a way. Like, obviously I am still me, I am love, I am light, I am a kind person, but at the same time I will protect myself and I will defend myself, and I will put those boundaries up to people who think that they're going to overstep them. So then once you do that, those people who are meant to stay in your life will respect those boundaries and will respect you. The people who don't respect your boundaries can kick rocks. And honestly, like, those people you don't want around your life, and it's been a big, like, that's been a big game changer for me. And like, once I cut things off, like, I realized, like, it's me against me. It's not me against anybody. I'm not comparing myself to anybody. Like, I'm just living my life. And once I was just like, all right, like, I'm chill. is when things started to fall into place, you know. And it's easier said than done. Like I it takes time, like trust me. Like it's in sometimes we feel like, and like a lot of times when we feel like we're treading water, or like we're just like a back against the wall and like a cornered cat, like we don't know what to do, is usually when that breakthrough is about to happen. But you need to do something differently. You can't do the same thing if this has happened to you before, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So you have to do something different in order to change. And then we really have to get uncomfortable in order to move, because if we were comfortable we wouldn't move. So we have to be uncomfortable in our comfort zone. And for the longest time, oh my God, I was so uncomfortable in my comfort zone, but it was survival for me. And it was just all I knew. And like, I was like, oh, I'm not going to change. You can't change me. Like, I'm poor me. Blah, blah. Like, shut up. You know, me. I'm telling myself to shut up. Because I kept feeling bad for myself. And why, me feeling bad for myself, like, yes, go through emotions, feel the sadness, but staying stuck in that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Like, and that's what I realized. And it's been a big awakening, and I feel many of us are kind of going through this right now, in different stages, because we're going through different, like I said, this world split type of thing. Not like the world splitting, but this, like, hold on. So that world, like that split has to do with our consciousness, and our, if we're gonna stay stuck in that same like low energy, low vibration, low frequency, that survival mode, or are we gonna elevate and quantum leap? So like, have you ever talked to somebody and like you realize like, oh, I really don't like shallow conversations. I really don't like surface. Like, I, of course, like I can have small talk, but I like deep conversations. But like, just in general though, or it's like if you have an awakening and you're talking to somebody and they're like, what, like, and they look at you like you're crazy, right? That's because we're on different levels and on different frequencies and on different parts of the levels and stuff like so yeah, just talking to somebody and you like me not being on the same like frequency, the same level. And that's because like I feel like we are all on different waves. So we're all waking up in different waves, and some of us may even not know this, because like I said, many of us are just going about life, which is like I 100% understand, because it's like we don't know these things until it's like brought to light, or until it's like even like talked about, you know. But like we always have a choice to make the choices that we want to make, you know. But I honestly feel that letting go of control, if life isn't like working out the way you want it to work out right now, I feel letting go of control in a way, obviously like control your life and stuff like that, like control your like everything, but at the same time, like when things aren't happening the way you want it to happen and you're going in a different direction, that direction may lead you in a totally better place that you even wanted, you know. And a lot of times we don't look at it like that, because we're so set on the future, when the future isn't even promised. We don't even know which way it's gonna go, you know. So going with the flow and just allowing things to happen and being in the moment and not tripping on the future and like being sad about the past, because nothing we could do about the past. And yes, we could set ourselves up for the future, but we need to be in a good mental state in order to have a good future. So what we need to do is just keep that, staying in the moment, staying present, staying like, just because this is the only time we have is now, right? Tomorrow's not promised. We don't know. So live your full moment, live your life, be happy. Like I said, being anxiety and being stressed every day, like I said, tomorrow isn't promised. So why are you going to spend all day like worrying or stressing? If there's something in your life that you don't like, change it. You have to change. You have to do something in order. Like I said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, you know. But if you haven't heard today, I love you, and keep going and take what resonates and leave the rest. And